Did you know your brain can actually make up brand new colors that you've never seen before? They're called impossible colors, like reddish green or yellowish blue. And no, I'm not talking about brown or turquoise. I mean seeing red and green at the same time, in the same spot. It sounds like a glitch in the matrix, but scientists have figured out ways to trick your eyes into seeing them. Welcome back to World Shocking Facts, where today we're re-diving into the craziest facts about the human body and mind that sound completely fake, but are 100% real. All our sources are linked down in the description, so you can see for yourself just how bizarre reality can be. Let's start with something you might have without even realizing it: aphantasia. Imagine I ask you to picture an apple. You can probably see it in your head, right? The red skin, the little stem, maybe a leaf. Well, for about 2 to 5% of the population, that's impossible. They have a blind mind's eye. When they try to visualize something, they see nothing. Just blackness. They know what an apple is, they can describe it, but they can't create a mental image of it. Think about that for a second. Reading a fantasy novel or trying to remember a loved one's face would be a completely different experience. It's not a disorder, just a different way of experiencing the world. Now, let's talk about survival. We all know humans are resilient, but the story of Juliana Koepka is on another level. In 1971, she was flying over the Peruvian rainforest when the plane was struck by lightning and disintegrated in mid-air. She fell 2 miles, still strapped to her seat, and landed in the dense jungle canopy. That alone is a miracle. But she didn't just survive the fall. As a 17-year-old with a broken collarbone, a deep gash on her leg, and one eye swollen shut, she then had to survive the Amazon. Drawing on survival lessons her biologist parents taught her, she found a small stream and followed it. For 11 days, she waded and walked through the jungle, battling insect bites that became infected with maggots, and avoiding snakes, crocodiles, and piranhas. Eventually, she stumbled upon a small lumber camp and was rescued. She was the sole survivor of the flight. Her story is a testament to the absolute extreme of human endurance. Okay, ready for a weird body hack? If you ever feel like you're about to sneeze but it just won't come out, try looking at a bright light. This is called the photic sneeze reflex, and it affects about 1 in 4 people. Scientists aren't entirely sure why it happens, but the leading theory is that the nerve that carries signals from your eyes to your brain runs right alongside the nerve that controls sneezing. Sometimes, the signals get crossed. So a bright light stimulates your optic nerve, which accidentally triggers your trigeminal nerve, and boom, you sneeze. It's like your brain's wiring has a quirky little crossover. Now for a psychological experiment so disturbing, it would be completely illegal to perform today. It's called the Monster Study. In 1939, a researcher at the University of Iowa wanted to see if stuttering could be induced. He took 22 orphan children and split them into 2 groups. One group was given positive speech therapy, praised for their fluency. The other group, who had no speech issues, were relentlessly criticized. They were told they were stutterers, that they shouldn't speak unless they could do it right. The results were devastating. The children who were criticized became withdrawn, anxious, and developed speech problems that lasted their entire lives, even though they started with perfect speech. The study was hidden for decades out of shame, and it serves as a terrifying reminder of how powerful words can be, especially on a developing mind. Let's end on a lighter, but equally strange note. Have you ever heard of terminal lucidity? It's a phenomenon where people with severe dementia, Alzheimer's, or other brain disorder suddenly, just before they pass away, have a moment of complete clarity. They become coherent, recognize their family, and can hold conversations as if they were never ill. It can last for a few minutes or even a couple of days. Imagine not being able to communicate with a loved one for years, and then, in their final moments, you get them back. It's a deeply mysterious and beautiful event that science is still trying to understand. It challenges everything we think we know about memory and consciousness. And that's all the time we have for today. Which of these facts blew your mind the most? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching World Shocking Facts. If you enjoyed this journey into the unbelievable, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe so you don't miss our next video. See you next time.